Welcome here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pictou County Wellness Center for this U18 game between the Weeks and the Islanders. Here we go. Weeks win it back for Croft, and he'll play it over for Bertram. Bertram walking in now, and we'll get a first whistle in the game for an offside. Draw here just outside of the Islanders' zone. Pushing forward is Tanner. And he'll chase that up. Bertram with it. He'll play it around. With Croft after the Islanders player. That gets moved up. Here come the Islanders with a shot on net. That's off the shoulder. Played around. It's McCackron. Dumped back in the Weeks zone. And then it's moved up for Croft, who will tip it in. We'll get a change for the Weeks. Big hit on McDonald. Moved over. Islanders trying to bring it in. That's tipped away for Sim. Sim's making his way up the ice. He'll try and lay a couple bodies to get that puck. It'll go around and moved up. Hunter McDonald trying to get there, but it'll go down the length of the ice. Back down into the Islanders zone, and we'll get an icing against the Weeks. Draw here in the Weeks zone. Islanders looking to strike early. McDonald taking the draw. One back. McKenzie moves up for Swain. Kept in by the Islanders, and Williams will have to chase after that one as he gets put into the boards. Hit from Sim as well. Battle for it. McKenzie will throw it up for Swain. He doesn't know where that one went, so he'll tip it in once he gets sight of it. Moved up off the head of Swain. This puck's going everywhere he doesn't want it to. Sim moved over for Cameron. He'll try and make a pass, but that's blocked. Moved up. Cameron over to Sullivan with a shot. That's blocked again by Chisholm, who exits the zone with it. Sullivan trying to get it out of the way. Chisholm now. And he'll throw it high and into the corner of the Weeks zone. Sullivan now. He'll play it up. McDonald's there. And he'll tip it up high and back into the zone. Sullivan, sorry. Moved over for Cameron. And he'll dump it in. Big hit there, but Pugsley picks it up, throws it in front, and McIntosh can't get it off his tape. A great back check by Pugsley to break that one up. Bertram's got it now behind the net. Thrown over. And that'll get picked up by McIntosh and thrown out. Not for long. McCackron now. He's got a little room. He'll walk in with a shot, and that's off the leg of the Islanders goaltender. Moved up, it's McGinnis with it now. He's walking in, toe drag action, but that's blocked and thrown away by Bertram. Bertram again trying to get there, but that's gloved up by Jake Thorne. Draw here in the Weeks zone. Weeks breaking out now. Moved up for Eisinger, who will tip it in. Down behind the net now. Frazier trying to make a play over to Green, but that'll flip around. Fleet. He'll tip it up and in. Eisner trying to make a play over, but Green can't get there in time. So McKenzie will pick it up in his own zone and move it over to Eisner. Eisner up, and Kidd tips it in to the Cape Breton zone. Around the back of the net, we've got Sullivan trying to get a handle of it. He doesn't know where that one went as it flipped up high above his head. He'll throw that down. Cape Breton West Islanders have it now. We've got a shot on net and a close chance there for Watt. Donald plays it back, another shot on net, and that's gloved up by Thorne. Going in, Cape Breton West. Cameron will throw it up the boards. It'll come back to him. He'll move it over to Sullivan. That's played up for Kidd, who hands it off to Croft, and that's offside, unfortunately, for the Weeks. Draw here just outside of the Islander zone. Tanner moves it over to Sullivan. Big hit into the boards. McDonald will dump it in, but Cameron's there to move it up. Kidd trying to get it. Tanner battling as well. Moves over, a shot over. And it'll go into the corner of the weak zone where the Islanders will get it and move it up. Thrown over off of the shoulder of Thorne, and that's flipped out. McCachran will chase it. No icing on that play. McCachran with it. He'll move it up off the boards. And McDonald can't get there in time. That's Kieran McDonald. McCachran. And that'll flip up into the bench of the Weeks. Draw here just outside of the weak zone now. McCachran after it. Moved over. Bertram gets hit and his stick goes flying the length of the ice. Oh my God. So now the Weeks will go to the power play. They're looking to strike early, and they have lots of time to do it as it's a 4-minute penalty against Carson McCachran. One back by the Islanders, and they'll try and throw it up, and Cameron's there. He'll play it in for Williams. Back to Cameron. Over to Sim, who has a look. He'll walk along the boards. Circle back, and he hands it over for Cameron. Back to Sim, who walks in. Couple nice moves. Back for Williams with a shot, and that's blocked in front. Williams with it again, and that's tipped, and it goes up into the netting. Couple great opportunities for Williams. Draw here. One back by the Islanders. McCachran will throw it around where Williams picks it up and dumps it in for Swain. Back for Kidd. Up to Williams. To Kidd. Over to Cameron. Down in for Sim. He'll have a look, skate in, pass it off to Swain. Up for Kidd with a 1T, and that's off of the pad of Thorns. Cameron down in Williams, back to Cameron, back to Sim. Williams looking for the 1T, over to Kidd. Shot in, and that's off the outside of the net. A good chance for Kidd, and a great setup by Williams. Moved up, Sim with it at the blue line. He'll walk in, hand it over to shot on net. That's blocked, actually, off of Williams' stick. And that'll fly down the length of the ice with 2:42 left in the Weeks power play. Excuse me, folks, I'm having some tripod trouble. Bertram now. He'll throw it in behind the Islanders' net. That's played around. Croft throws it in for Tanner. Tanner walking the boards. He'll fire it in for Frazier, the league's leading scorer. Moved up for Bertram. Over to Tanner. Thrown in, and Frazier can't get his stick on it, and nor can McKenzie. Frazier with it now. He'll walk in, hands it over to Tanner with a shot on net, and he scores! Weeks take the lead on the power play. Tanner with a shot from the blue line, and it seems as though Frazier is the one who tipped it in. So the draw here at middle as the Weeks go up by 1.
Weeks Majors power play goals.
Around in the corner now. Cochran. He'll fire it up, and that'll go the length of the ice. McIntosh is after it. Here comes McIntosh. He'll play it in front. It's still alive. They're battling, and it's out behind the net. McCracken throws it up, but he can't get very far with it. McCracken of the Weeks battling for it, and that's played in. Here come the Islanders, and that's tipped away by Thorne. Sullivan moving it up for Pugsley. McDonald blows a tire. Pugsley over, and McIntosh can't get the shot off. He'll play it in front. White with a shot, covered up, and played out. McKenzie will get there and keep it in. He'll play it over for Pugsley with a shot, and that's just high. Williams now. He'll play it in. Moved up by White, over. McKenzie to Pugsley, and it'll tip back to Williams. Williams with a shot, and that's cleared away by Watt. And dumped in on net where Thorne will glove it down and play it off for McKenzie. Moved up. Here comes Kidd. Couple nice moves and a shot, and he scores! Nathan Kidd with a beautiful goal. So the Weeks go up 2-0, just halfway through the first. McDonald trying to bring it in, but Green's got it. He'll play it back for Sullivan. Moved up to Kidd, and that goes off his foot. Back to Kidd. That'll get tipped away and thrown out. McDonald. He'll play it over to McDonald. How many McDonalds are on this line? He might be having a stroke. Moved over, Kidd, trying to get a handle of that. And that's moved around. Eisner trying to get a handle of it, but Ellis will chase it. Moved up, McDonald to McDonald. Cameron now, excuse me, Cameron. Behind his net, and he'll move it up. Here's Frazier walking in. He'll cut it at the blue line and play it over, and that play's broken up with a stick tip. McDonald trying to bring it up now. He's walking up with it. He's got McDonald with him. Moved around by Aiden McDonald, and that'll sneak up to Swain. Here comes Frazier again. Play broken up by Kieran McDonald. Bertram moves it over for Swain. Can't get it very long without it being broken up by Hunter McDonald. Sim back for Bertram and moves it to Frazier over to Swain, and Swain will dump it in. The Weeks will go off for a change. Move over. Play's broken up. Shot on net by Trenholm. That goes wide. Played into the corner and in front, and a close chance. And in front again. And Thorne will cover it up, and there'll be some pushing and shoving in front. We'll take a quick breather here, folks, and we'll hear a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
And welcome back here, folks. We'll head down to the weak zone for the face-off. Driving taken by Fleet for the Islanders. He'll win it back. Thrown in. But Williams breaks that play up, and he'll bring it out. Up to Tanner, and that'll just sneak out of the zone, so the Islanders will have to regroup. Williams moves it up for Croft, who tips it in to the Islanders, though. Around the back of the net now. Kids chasing after it with a big hit to the boards. Croft now. Moved it up for Williams. Shot on net, and that's tipped in front. What a block from McCackrit. Nobody knew where that puck went, and that's a high stick right there, so we'll get a stoppage in play. Draw here just outside the weak zone. 7:27 left in the first. One back, and Ellis will dump it in off the glass. Played over. Pugsley trying to make a play with it, and he'll throw it over to McIntosh. Back for Cameron. Thrown over to McIntosh with a shot, and that's just high. Ellis moves it up. Chisholm trying to bring it in, and that play's broken up. And we'll get a stoppage in play. And the rink played the power play quip, but that is obviously not what's going on here. So Cameron will go to the box, and Islanders will go to work on the power play with 6:59 left in the first. One back, Trenholm over, and a shot on net, and that's tipped in front. Sullivan gets hit heavy into the boards. That's moved up to Fleet. Over to Ellis, or Chisholm, sorry. Thrown in, back to Ellis. Trenholm moved over, a shot on net, and that's tipped away in front by Sullivan. Fleet. He'll play it off, moved up for Trenholm with a shot, tipped in front, and it's off the post, and it stays out as it goes up. Trenholm over, a shot on net, and that's blocked in front. Trenholm to Fleet, a shot, and blocked in front again. Trenholm with a shot, and he scores! Sam Trenholm cuts the Weeks lead in half on the power play. A great goal. Some great defensive playing by the Weeks, but they couldn't keep that missile out from Trenholm. That's played back onto the net of Thorne. And it'll be moved up. Kept in by the Islanders. They're going to try and throw it in. Tanner will kick it out. McDonald's after it. He's going to try and break it out, but he turns it over to Tanner with a shot, and that'll go wide. And they'll exit the zone and go down the length back to the Weeks end of the ice. Williams moves it around for McKenzie. Shot on net, tipped in front, and Thorne covers that one up, and there'll be some pushing and shoving in front. Draw here in the weak zone, being taken by Cooper McNeil of the Islanders against Sim. Covered up and thrown out by Thorne with a quick save. Thrown in front again, but Frazier will pick that up and clear it out to Sim. Sim will try and dump it in over to Frazier, but that'll get picked up. Watt now trying to bring it in. Bertram's giving him some trouble. McDonald throws it in. That's blocked by Sim. Thrown in front, and Bertram will clear it out off the glass with some help from Swain. Thrown up. Bertram moves it, and that goes down the length of the Cape Breton end. Moved up, Ellis can't get his stick on it, or Fleet, sorry. So there'll be an icing there against Cape Breton. Draw here in the Islander zone. One back by the Islanders. Moved around for McGinnis, who goes chasing after it, but that's moved over to Cameron. To Sullivan. Down in. Croft has some room. He'll walk in, hand it over, and Kidd can't get the 1-tee off. So he'll battle for it with Fleet. To Tanner. It'll move that around the net, and Croft will go chasing after it. Croft now moves it over, and Kidd can't get his stick on it. And we're going to get a penalty here against the Cape Breton Islanders, as that puck goes behind the net. It looks like it's Jack McGinnis going to the box here. Or no, sorry, it's Ellis. So Jonah Ellis goes to the box, and Weeks will go to work on the power play, looking to extend their lead. One back by the Weeks. They'll have to battle for it. Sim with it in the corner. He'll throw it in front, and Williams, can't get there in time. With a big hit to the boards by Frazier. My goodness. The trainer comes immediately out. We'll keep the camera turned away here, folks, until he's up and okay. A huge hit. And Frazier will go to the box here. And it looks like Frazier will leave the game. After that hit. He's still down. Trainer talking to him, seeing if he's going to be able to get up, and it looks like he will. I'm not sure who it is. We'll have to have a good look here. But he's skating towards the bench here, up and okay on his own. So that's always a good sign. I can't see the number just yet. I couldn't quite tell who it was. It could have been Will Chisholm. That's what the numbers look like most to me. Refs will talk things over with the benches here. I believe it was Will Chisholm, as I don't see him on the bench. So he'll leave the game with the medic just to check over some things. He might return. We will hope. But Frazier is indefinitely out of this game for that hit. And Swain will serve the 5-minute penalty for Ethan Frazier. So some 4-on-4 hockey here for 1:45. And then the Islanders will go to a 3-minute and 15-second power play as they try and tie this game up. Draw here in the weak zone. And they'll kick Sim out of the circle. White will come in for him. That's okay. White's a good centerman too. And he'll win it. Bircham over to Cameron. He'll play it over. Back to Bircham. Bircham making some moves with it. A lot of open ice here as it is 4-on-4. And that'll spit out. It's a 2-on-1 for the Islanders. Sim trying to get back. Over to McDonald with a shot. And it's kept out by Thorne. A close chance for Hunter McDonald. Moved up now, a shot on net, and that's kept out. Islanders trying to break it out of their own zone. Moved up. Played in. Hunter McDonald's after it behind the net. Couple nice moves to get out of that corner. And he'll move it over to McGinnis, who tries to keep it in. And he didn't know where that puck went, so it'll go over to Sim. Sim with a couple nice moves to bring it in. He still got it, but he'll be knocked off that one. McDonald trying to make a play over. But that'll get broken up, and McKenzie will take it. Back for Kidd. He'll start skating with it. He'll move it in. Kidd circling around the net. Excuse me. But that's broken up. Islanders now with it. McDonald will play it back for McGinnis, who tries to sweep it down into the air. And over. Williams can't get his stick fully on it, so he'll throw it into the corner. Picked up by Kidd. He'll circle in over to Tanner, and that's kept out by Horse. Torrance with a great save, keeping the Weeks from extending their lead. Draw here in the Islander zone. McIntosh taking the draw. That'll be one back by the Islanders. And they'll start to break out. McDonald will chuck it in. Sullivan blows a tire, so Watt's on it. Sullivan gets it, and he'll clear it up. And Chisholm can't keep that one in. And a big hit as Pugsley goes down into the corner. Watt now. He'll leave it behind the net for Chisholm. Moved up for Watt. He'll start skating with it. Having a look, he circles around. He's got Pugsley on him hard. Or McIntosh, sorry. Moved up, and that'll clear the length of the ice as the Weeks are on the penalty kill. Green putting on some pressure, but he'll skate around. Here come the Islanders. Sullivan moving it up. And that's thrown out by McCachran, and he'll go off for a change as well as Sullivan. Here comes Fleet with it. He's walking in. He'll cut around in the corner and move it up for Trenholm. Played over, thrown in. Hunter McDonald can't get his stick on it. So that'll go up. Trenholm keeps it in with his hand. Back over. Thrown in front, and White gets it, and he'll clear it the length of the ice. Just 15 seconds left here in this period. Moved up. Kidd's got it. 8 seconds left. Kidd's walking in. Short-handed, and he loses the puck into the corner. So that play will get broken up. And that'll be the end of the period. Score after the first period is 2-1 for the Weeks. We'll be back in just a moment with the second.
Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians.
And welcome back here, folks, to the Pictou County Wellness Center for the second period between the Weeks and the Islanders. Weeks up 2-1, but they still have a minute to kill on their penalty kill. So we'll see if the Islanders can strike early here to tie the game. Puck drop's about to be underway. Here we go. Weeks will win it back. It's over for Sullivan. And fired up, and that'll go the length of the ice. Down for Forens. Moved around. Fleet trying to play it back, but here's White trying to get on it. That's broken up, and McDonald will take it. Moves up for McDonald. Battling for it. Shot on net by McDonald, and that goes around. And Trenholm will have to chase. Back to the net, Fleet. He'll take it around. 22 seconds left here on their power play. Gotta move up. Trenholm trying to get there, but that's broken up by Sullivan. And we'll see a penalty here. I'm not sure against who. And it looks like it'll be against McDonald. As Sullivan draws a penalty. So now it'll be 4-on-4 for 10 seconds. And Weeks will go to work on a minute and 50-second power play. Sim taking the draw. He won it back to Cameron. Moved over to Williams. Back over to Sim. To Kidd. Moved up to Cameron. Back to Kidd. To Sim. To Cameron. Back down to Kidd. He'll have a look. Move back up to Cameron. To Sim. They'll switch spots. Cameron wide in. And that pass is just off for Williams. Williams looking for the 1-T, but Sim will go in. Back over to Williams and a shot on it, and that's saved by Forens. It's alive in front. And we're going to get a stoppage in play. And a couple pushes given there. And we'll see. I don't know who's going to the box here. But it looks like... Well, geez, I don't know. Some confusion happening here. John Sims got his hand in the air. He's not sure what's going on either. All the coaches trying to get answers from the ref. Nobody knows what's going on. And it looks like Ellis and Kidd will go to the box. 1 for 1. Which is not what I seen the ref originally call. When he went over to the penalty box, he kept his hand to the right side. He didn't call anything for the other team, but nonetheless, the play is underway. And it's 5-on-4 for a minute and 14 seconds for the Weeks. Shot on net, and that's covered up by Forens. Draw here being taken by McIntosh. And he'll win that back. Cameron, it bounces over his stick, so he'll have to regroup in the neutral zone. Over to Williams. Hand it off to Cameron, back to Williams. Williams moving in with some speed now. He'll have a look and take it into the corner before flipping back. But that's broken up. Sim trying to get there. And he'll throw it to the other side. It'll exit the zone and go back to Cameron, who moves it over for Sim.
Penalty for the Leafs, number 48, Nathan Kidd. 2 minutes response.
Moved around back into the weak zone. It's Williams.
2 minutes for cross-check.
So Ellis got a cross-checking penalty, and Kidd got a slashing penalty. So there's that. Moved around, battle for it along the boards. They don't know where it is. Moved up, it's Cameron. He's walking in with a shot, and that's just a little high. Moved around, and we'll go back to the weak zone. Thrown up to the neutral, where the Islanders will dump it back in. McKenzie trying to keep it out, and he will. White making some moves with it, and a shot on net, and that's gloved up by Forens. What a stop. Draw here in the Islanders zone. Down in, McGinnis is chasing it, and he'll clear it out of his zone. Bertram's there. Moved over. It's Fleet. He'll circle around and back into his own zone and regroup. McDonald will dump it in. Bertram gets smushed into the boards, and that's moved up for McGinnis with a shot, and that's wide. Tipped in front, it's alive. And it'll go behind the net for Fleet. He'll play it behind him, and White will take possession and flip it up. Croft can't get there in time, but it'll go over to McKenzie, and Croft is tracing for it. And he'll get it. Moved up for Green, who walks in with a shot on net, and that's just wide and off the pad of Forens. Tanner trying to battle for it. And Sullivan keeps it in. It's in his feet. Green will chuck it into the corner. Tanner now. We'll go over to McCackern, and it's a little too far away from his stick, so that'll exit the zone. We'll go over. Sullivan drops it back for Eisner, who takes a shot, and the rebound goes up. Where McCackern will dump it back into the corner. Eisner with it again. He'll play it up to Sullivan. And that's broken up. But Sullivan pokes that away. McCackern with it now. He'll circle back into his zone. Back over to Sullivan. To Eisner. Eisner's walking in with it now. And he'll play it over for Pugsley. And that's behind the net. Moved around. Williams trying to get there, but he can't get there in time, so it'll exit and go down to the weak zone, and they'll have to regroup. Moved up for Pugsley. He can't get his stick on that. But Williams can, so it'll go up to Sim. Sim with a shot, and that's gloved down by Forens. Trying to go for a wraparound is Swain. Islanders trying to break it out now. Pugsley moves it up for Sim. Thrown over. McKenzie, shot on it, and that's tipped in front and out of harm's way. Thrown in, and again, tipped away. A big hit by McKenzie. And Pugsley will try and keep it in, but McKenzie will grab it off him and regroup. McKenzie moved up. Couldn't get his stick on that, so it'll go back down. Here's Watt walking in. He's got two others. And that play's broken up by McKenzie. What a good play. Swain trying to keep it up. Thrown over to McDonald. A shot on it, and it's kept out by Jake Thorne. What a goal. Or I mean, what a save, excuse me. A close chance, and Jake Thorne shuts the door. And that'll move out for Swain, and he'll chase after it. Forens is out of the net to play it. And it'll go up for McDonald, who wants that chance back. He's had a couple tonight. Over. Shot on by McGinnis. And McDonald. Thorne pushed into the net. We'll get a stoppage in play. And some pushing and shoving as McDonald slides into Thorne. He's up and all right, though. Regardless of being pushed into the net, Thorne stayed focused on keeping that puck out of the net. Which is always what you want to see from your goaltender. Both Thorne and Serhando are incredible this season. They're a big factor for the Weeks being as good as they are so far. One back. It's Cameron now. Moves back over for Croft, and it's in. McIntosh is after it. He's going to try and make a play in front, but that's blocked and moved around. Cameron picks it up with the blue line. He'll play it in. Williams, or Croft, sorry. Walking the blue line, and he'll try and throw it in. Trenholm moves it up. McDonald plays it back, but that's intercepted and thrown in by White. Moved up, McDonald trying to get it out. That's tipped up high and over McIntosh's head. And they'll battle for it along the board. Sullivan keeps it in. And that exits. So the Weeks will have to clear the zone. Back in, McIntosh battling for it. Moved up, it's Fleet. Here come the Islanders. Ellis having a look, and he'll dump it in to the corner. And Sullivan's down. And he'll get up. No call on the play. I didn't see what happened. That'll move around. White with it. Sullivan's back up, and he'll make his way to the bench. White's moving in over to Croft. Croft with a fancy move. Goes back for White with a shot. And that'll go out for Bircham. Eisner comes out. That's moved around. Islanders breaking out now. Moved up. Bircham grabs it. And he'll have a huge reverse hit in the middle of the ice. What a hit. McCachran battling for it now. Still a battle for it along the boards. That's moved up. A turnover. And he scores! McGinnis ties the game at 2. An unfortunate, turnover from the Weeks results in an Islanders tying goal midway through the second here. And they're back in the game. One in for Sims after it. Hits being thrown now. Islanders with a little more momentum and confidence, and that almost flies into the net. Back around, Sim hands it off for Williams. They'll break out now. Moved up, Tanner to McKenzie, back to Tanner. Tanner's walking in with a shot, and that's just high. Moved up, Williams throws it back in, and the Weeks will have to clear. McCachran trying to get it up for Watt, and he will, and Watt will dump it in, where McKenzie will take possession. Watt's in now. He'll throw it in front, and that play's broken up. Tanner trying to keep it out. McKenzie, and he'll play it off. Pugsley now. He's trying to catch up. Sims with him. Off to Sim. Thrown in, and Pugsley almost buries that one. Cameron battling for it. He'll play it around for Sim. Sim moves it up. Bircham thrown in. Rebound in front. Tanner with a shot, and that's off the pad of Forens. Pugsley again with a shot, blocked in front by McDonald. Cameron keeping it in at the blue line. But it'll sneak out and Bertram will chase as the Islanders go off for a change. Moved up and another turnover, and the Cape Breton Islanders will dump it back in. Cameron moves it up for Bertram. Bertram walking in. Into the corner now. He'll get hit into the boards by McGinnis. Moved around for Ellis, and he'll play it up. McDonald coming in with some speed. Here comes McDonald. Thrown in front, and they score! The Islanders take the lead. Aiden McDonald scores that one off of a Hunter McDonald pass. And we'll have a quick break here, folks, after that goal. And we'll hear a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Then welcome back here, folks. Weeks now trailing. Islanders tying things up and then taking the lead all within the past 3 minutes or so. That's one in. Swain's pushing for it. Sullivan making a big hit. And here comes McIntosh with it. He'll play it over. McIntosh trying to get possession, but the Weeks will play that out. White trying to get in there. He'll play it in, and the Weeks will chase after it into the Islanders' zone. White with a big hit along the boards, but the Islanders will try and clear here. Played in. Sullivan pokes that away. Pugsley trying to play that around for McCachran. McCachran lands some hits on Kieran McDonald. But Ellis is out there, and he'll throw it back in. McCachran trying to clear that out for the Weeks, and he will out to the neutral zone where McGinnis will pick it up. Played over and thrown in by McDonald. Chucked back in by McCachran. Watt battling for it. Sullivan as well. Played around. White's got it. And we're going to see a penalty here against the Weeks. The Weeks bench didn't like that one. So White will go to the box. And the Islanders will have a chance to extend their lead. That's moved in. Islanders looking for it. Played back to Trenholm. Thrown in. Back to Trenholm. He'll take a 1-T. And that's blocked in front. Another shot. And McKenzie will try and clear it, but it'll go over. and Williams will clear it. Sim racing for it. He can try and keep it in, and he will. Kidd tried to bring it in, but that's taken out. McDonald with it now at the blue line. He'll try and bring it in. Kidd's battling. And that's cleared out by McKenzie. Sim's racing for it. Shot on net, and he scores! Ewan Sim, short-handed goal. And just like that, the Weeks are back into it. Ewan Sim exercises his forecheck, and he'll get the puck on a breakaway and tie things back up for the Weeks. One back by the Islanders. Moved up, Davidson. He'll throw it in. Moved around, Islanders take it, throw it back into the weak zone. Moved up by Sullivan, and he'll clear it as there still is 50 seconds left on the Islanders power play. McGinnis with it now. He'll move it up for McCackern, and not sure what the call was there. I believe it hit a hand hanging out of the bench. So we'll get a stoppage in play. Draw here just outside the Islanders zone. Thrown in by McIntosh off the draw. Back, McInnes is with it now. He'll move it up and throw it in. The Weeks will chase. We'll get another stoppage in play. So got to go down the length of the ice. We're back in the Islander zone. Sim taking the draw. He'll try and push for it, but McGinnis will play it out. McCackern dumps it in. Big hit into the corner. That's played out. Over for Kidd. Kidd's a fast skater, here he comes. Shot on net, and that's kept out by Forens to keep this game tied. Moved up, it's McDonald. Thrown in, and that'll go into the corner. Moved up, Kidd trying to take another chance, but he can't, so he'll go off and get fresh legs out there. Burcham moves it over. Back to Cameron, back to Burcham. That'll go up, and it's kept in by the Islanders. Thorne will come out of the net to make a play. That flies out, and the Islanders will take possession. They'll move it up into the neutral zone, but Burcham's there to put some pressure on. Moved up, and that'll fly down back into the weak zone. Eisner with it. He'll hand it off for Burcham. He'll flip it up high and in. Croft can't get there in time. But here comes Cameron. Walking in, he'll cut around, a shot on net, and he fans on that one. Fleet will try and get it out of there. Here comes Fleet. That play's broken up, and the Weeks will take possession. It's Green now. He'll make a move and get out. Croft catching up with him. It's Green. He'll throw it around. Croft got it behind the net. He'll get some pressure put on him. In the corner now, moved up. It's Croft. He's still battling for it, and that'll exit the zone off a Fleet stick. And he'll try and bring it down into the Weeks end. McCachran having a look. He'll hand it over. Here come the Weeks. It's Williams. He'll cut in behind the net and try and make a pass in front, but that's blocked. Croft with it. And that'll play out of the zone. Chisholm moving it up for the Islanders now as they make a rush in. Here McDonald throws it in. And there's a collision shot on net, and that's gloved down by Thorne, and we'll get a stoppage in play with just 3:08 left to go. Draw here in the weak zone. Puck's dropped. McKenzie pushing off for it, but the Islanders will take possession. Moved around, thrown in front, and that's tipped away by McKenzie. Tanner moving in. Here comes Tanner, and that's broken up. Big hit, McIntosh over to Sullivan with a shot on net, and that's off the pad of Forrence. Moved around, Swain can't get there in time, so the Islanders will start to break out. McIntosh moves it up. McKenzie over to Sullivan. Sullivan will throw it down the length of the ice, and there's no icing on that play as it tipped off the player. Moved in. Here come the Islanders. It's McCachran moving in, but McKenzie brings that over. Swain now. Back over to Tanner, and that's an offside, unfortunately, for the Weeks. Draw here just outside of the Islanders zone. Sim taking it for the Weeks. Played in. McDonald now. He'll dump it into the zone. Cameron moving it out. But Ellis is there to keep it in, and he'll skate in with it with a shot on net. That's blockered away by Thorne. Around for Cameron. Over to Kidd. Kidd will take a minute behind his own net and fire it up. Forwards comes out of his net to make a play, but Bertram's there to grab it. Pugsley with the puck. He'll try and make a play in front. And Bertram gets hit. Although he didn't have the puck, I'm not sure if he just lost his footing or what. Moved up, and Williams will blow a tire, so that'll go down the length of the ice. McGinnis putting on some pressure. Williams played off, and that's moved up. Logan Chisholm trying to keep it in. Flipped up, another shot on net, and that's kept out. Williams will grab it. 50 seconds left here in this period. Croft. He'll skate the blue line and move it in. He plays it back, and McCachran's there to throw a body and get the Islanders off that puck. Down into the Islanders zone. Chisholm will get there. And White will try and throw it in for Croft. Back up to White with a shot. And that's off the shoulder and out with just 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left here in this second frame. One over. Chisholm plays it back for Trimholm. He flips that up, but Cameron takes possession. and he'll dump it into the Islander zone with just 7 seconds left, and Cameron gets a reverse hit down in the corner, and they'll kill this one off. And that is the end of the second period. Islanders and Weeks tied 3-3 as we head into the third frame. We'll be back in just a moment. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians.
Welcome back here, folks, to the third and final frame of this Weeks versus Islanders game. We're tied up at 3, and here we go. Weeks win it back, and Davidson's chasing after it. These guys came out absolutely hot, red hot. These guys are absolutely going. Look at that hit there. Both teams are looking for the win. This has been a action-packed game, and both teams want to go home happy on this Sunday afternoon. The draw here in the weak zone. Play back for Trenholm. He'll have a look and dump it in. Watt will pick it up at the other side. Played off, and Bertram's got it, and he'll start the breakout. Pugsley doesn't know where that went, and they'll fire a shot on, and Thorne gloves it up. .19:28 is the time left on a clock, and already a couple quick chances for the Islanders here. Puck dropped, played off by Sim. He'll move it over for Kidd. Here comes Kidd. He had an opportunity earlier, and that's played off by Ellis. A good defensive play. Swain on his knees making a play. That moves up to Williams. He'll dump it in and around, where it's picked up by the Islanders, and they'll start to break out. But here's McKenzie, moved over to Swain, to Kidd, and a shot on net. That's off the pad. Or it was Sim, actually, who took that 1-tee shot, not Kidd, excuse me. Moved up. Here's Kidd now, and he loses his stick. No penalty on that play. The Weeks bench didn't like that. Moved up for Swain. Kidd can't get there in time, but he's still got it. Kidd walking into the corner. He'll play it in front. McKenzie with a slapper, and that's covered up by Forens. Both teams will get a change here. Puck drop, sorry. Moved up and out, but it's kept in by Pugsley. He'll skate in with a shot on net, and that's blocked by a defenseman. Moved up, and Cameron will have to chase back into his own zone. That'll go back out to the neutral zone, and the Islanders will regroup. Moved up. Sullivan moves it around. Thrown in front, and it's in! The Islanders score! What an odd bouncing puck. And it's McCackern who puts it in, Carson McCackern. So the Islanders up by 1 early here in the third. That's played off. Another shot onto Thorne, and he'll cover it up. A couple players going to the box here. It looks like McCackern's headed over for the Weeks, and McCackern for the Islanders. It's Carson McCackern gone to the box for the Islanders. So the play will stay 5-on-5. Battle for it at the dot, and it's moved up. Williams breaking it out. Here comes Williams. He leads the D-man in points here on the weeks. Played in front, and White can't get there. So Ellis will bring it out. Hands it over to Watt. Watt brings it in. That play's broken up and sent back out to the neutral zone. Islanders moving in now, they'll dump it. Williams having a look. He'll play it up for McIntosh. Here comes McIntosh with the shot, and that's gloved up by Forens. The draw here in the Islanders zone. Sim taking it for the Weeks. They need to tie things up here. One back. Kidd can't get the shot off, but Cameron will dump it. Back in, not long though. McDonald brings it out. That'll go down onto Thorne, and he'll have to cover that up as the Weeks, or the Islanders, sorry, crash the net. Played back by the Islanders. Thrown in, and Thorne will cover that up. Another draw here, one back by the Islanders, but Pugsley's pushing for it. And he'll exit that out of the zone, and the Islanders will have to regroup as the Weeks get possession. Sullivan moves it up. Pugsley couldn't quite get there, so it'll go over to Trenholm. Poked away by Cameron with a fancy move in front. And that was a couple great saves by Forens to keep this game at a 1-goal lead for the Islanders. Wow. Cameron now plays it up. Pugsley can't get there in time. Couple nice moves as the Islanders dump it in. Sullivan will get possession. Moves it up to Pugsley. That'll fly over his stick. And he'll come off for a change. As that moves up, McKenzie pinching for it. Off a couple feet, and nobody knows where it is, but it'll bounce up to Fleet. Down in for Bertram. He'll play it around for Sim. Moves it up to Kidd. Back to McKenzie. McKenzie over to Tanner. He'll try and play it over. That pass is blocked and chucked out by the Islanders. Dumped in. And around. McKenzie with it. He'll move it up. Tanner moves it for Swain. Swain back for McKenzie. And he'll start going up with it. McKenzie walking in with a shot on net. And that's covered up by Forens. And we'll get a stoppage in play. So the draw here inside the Islanders zone. And Watt will have to come in and take the face off. Islanders get that, but it goes to Tanner. He can't get a shot off, and that's tipped away and thrown down to the weak zone. And that'll be an icing. Draw here in the Islanders zone. Swain taking it. He'll win it back. Tanner played over to Sullivan. In for Williams, and it's just too far ahead. So that'll go around. Tanner trying to keep it in, but it's just ahead. And the Islanders will ice it again. The draw here again in the Islanders zone. Sims in to take it. They have Kidd out there as well as Pugsley. With Cameron and Bertram on the point. That's moved up. Kidd with a shot. That's off the mask of Florence. Moved up, and the Islanders will break it out. Over to Cameron, who flicks it up off the boards. For Pugsley up to Sim. Sim's walking in now. He'll take a shot, and that's high and around. Up for Bertram, who takes a shot. Almost tipped in front by Sim, but it'll go wide. And Cameron will have to tip it in. Moves that up for Watt. Watt's moving in. Trying to move around Bertram, but Bertram keeps him out to the corner. Trenholm pinching in now. Cameron, he's got it. He'll have a look at his options and play it up for Kidd. Kidd's a dangerous player to have that puck on his stick. But that'll move off for Sim. Over, Pugsley in, and it's saved by Florence. A good opportunity, but it's kept out. Played up. McCackern gets it. He'll hand it over to Sullivan. Sullivan in, a shot on net by Hunter McDonald. That'll get played off. Moved up, another shot from the point, and that'll go high into the right corner of the weak zone. Another shot. That's dumped back in from the blue line, where Sullivan will pick it up and try and get it out. But Trenholm gets it and takes another shot on Thorne. Sullivan moving it up. Trenholm passes it over. Islanders putting on lots of pressure. McDonald battling forward against McCackern, but McCackern's going to hold it in there. Up for White. Moved up. Here's Kidd. Kidd starts to break it out. He's trying to race for it, and that gets pushed away out of his possession. Back for Sullivan to McCackern, and he'll dump it in. Green in there battling forward along the boards. It moves out for White. He'll take a shot. That's blocked in front. White again with it. He'll play it back for McCackern with a shot off the pad. McIntosh trying to get it in there. But Ellis will grab it and take it into the corner. McIntosh and Green fighting him for it. And here's Fleet. Fleet moving in, and McCackern hits him into the boards to get him off that puck. Back for McKenzie. He'll move it up. McCackern's neck guard's falling off, so he'll have to do something about that, and he will as he goes to the bench. White now, moved over, and it's just a little high for McIntosh to stick down. That's flipped up and out of the play. Williams battling for it now. As they get tied up. Thrown back in almost. But the Weeks will chuck it into the Islanders zone. Moved up into the Weeks zone. And they'll have to chase for it as Williams throws it around for McKenzie. Up the boards to Tanner. Tanner walking in. He'll lose that one, and that'll get pushed out. Williams trying to battle for it, and he will. Here comes Williams. And that's offside. So we'll get our first stoppage in play here in a few minutes. Draw here just outside the Islanders zone. Weeks desperately trying to come back to this game. One over. Islanders. Trenholm throws it up. And that's tipped in. Cameron racing for it. And he'll move it around. But Bertram can't get his stick on it. So McDonald will get it. In the corner now. Here McDonald moves it over with a shot on net, and that's wide. Another shot in front, and the rebound was almost alive, but Bertram ticked it out of the way. And it'll go down the length of the ice into the Islanders zone. Hayden McDonald with it now. He'll play it back for Trenholm. Tanner with it. He'll take it back into his own zone. Cameron back to Tanner. Here comes Tanner. He's walking in with some speed with a shot, and that's just off. This Tremholm keeps that out with his pad. Moved up and flipped out into the neutral zone. Cameron plays it back. Moved up, it's Sim. He'll bring it in. Sim with a shot, and that's off the pad of Tremholm, Forens. Bertram dumps it in behind the net, and Swain will battle for it. That's moved up, it's Cameron. He'll walk in, he'll cut in front. It's alive, and they keep it out, and they'll go pushing and shoving. Cameron will head back to the bench and get away from that situation. And I'm sure we'll have some people going to the box here, but maybe not. McCachran talking to the rest about how his helmet got ripped off. And the rest will go over to the penalty box to talk things through. White and McCachran will go over and see if they can talk things through with the ref. And the players will go back to their respective benches while the refs talk things over. We'll get a 1 minute timeout here. So during this, we'll take a little break here and hear a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back here, folks. So it looks like Cameron is going to the box. I didn't catch who went to the box for the Islanders. So we'll have a look once the box operators put it up on the scoreboard. And Swain's going to the box for the Weeks as well. So it's 5-on-4 for the Islanders. They'll get a power play out of that. And the Weeks will chuck it the length of the ice. So now the Islanders on the power play looking to extend their lead and lock down this win. Watt now. In and a shot on net. That goes high. Picked up. Moved over to Chisholm. Chisholm having a look. He'll hand it over to Watt. Down in, back to Watt, up to Chisholm. To Watt. Watt looks in, has a shot on net, that's high. Never to go up. And around the back of the net. Islanders still with it. Watt pinches in into the corner, and he'll battle. Now go the length of the ice as the Weeks clear and get off for a change. And we're having a battle in front of the benches. These teams do not like each other. So looks like Jack McGinnis is going to the box, and that'll be the extent of it. So now 4-on-4 for a minute and 3 seconds, and then the Weeks will get a well-needed 47-second power play. Islanders with it, trying to break it out of their zone. Pugsley will throw it back in. Tremholm with it behind his net. And he'll circle around and start to break out. Just a little too far ahead of Fleet. So Bertram will get there first. Fleet. Battling at the line. Pugsley's on him. Back for Fleet. He'll walk in. He's got Aiden McDonald with him, and that's an offside. So the draw here just outside of the weak zone. 4-on-4 hockey. One back by Sim. He'll take possession. He'll cut in and go through the middle with it. Here's Sim walking in. He'll try and play it in, but that's broken up. Aiden McDonald will take possession. That's moved up. Islanders bringing it into the weak zone now. They'll get hit off that one as Kidd takes possession. Aiden McDonald's got it back though. He'll play it up to Ellis. That's broken up, and here comes Sim. Just out of the box is Swain. Weeks are on the power play. It's McKenzie. He'll toe drag around, throws it in, and they score! What a goal! Weeks ties things up with just 7 minutes left. It's Nathan Kidd for his second of the game. What a goal. Things are all back to 0. Draw here at center ice. Ref isn't liking something. And it looks like McIntosh went to the box for something after that goal there. So now 4-on-5. Penalty kill for the Weeks. Islanders are back on the power play. I didn't catch what that was, but we'll hear over the announcement.
Score number 28, Nathan Kidd. Assist number 26, Kevin McKenzie. And number 14,
That's thrown back in, and the Weeks clear it. Tremholm now. He'll move it up. McCackern racing forward, trying to block him off, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Draw here just outside the weak zone. Played back. Fleet has it. He'll dump it into the weak zone. McCackern battling for it with Sullivan. That moves back and up. Trenholm walks around, cuts in, shot on net, and that's off the pad. Another shot. Thorne trying to keep it out, and that's covered up, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Thankfully, no pushing and shoving this time. Draw here in the weak zone. Nick McKenzie will clear it down the length of the ice. Here come the Islanders as they start to break out. 5:45 left in this game. McKenzie will fire it up to Sim. Can't get there in time. He'll play it back for White, who dumps it in. Chisholm with it now. Islanders will take a minute behind their net with just 13 seconds left on their power play. That'll get moved up. McKenzie. He'll fire it around, and that'll exit the zone, and the Weeks have killed off that penalty kill. Back to even. Chisholm with it. Moves it over. Dumped in. The Islanders will chase. Williams moves it around for McCackern. Williams back in for it. Still battling in the corner. Getting some help from McIntosh and Croft. Another shot on net, and that's gloved down by Thorne. Draw here in the weak zone. Talking to the Weeks bench, I'm not sure why. Thrown in. Islanders battling for it now along the boards. Still battling. Williams making a push off so McIntosh can grab that puck. And here come the Weeks, moves it up. McCackern after it. Thorne comes out to stop that puck for him. Thorne playing some mind games with the Islanders players. McCackern plays it up for Williams. He'll scoop it back around for McCackern. Down in for Williams. He'll try and cut through. And he's tripped up. So the Weeks will go to a power play late in this tied game. As McCackern goes to the box. Which one, you ask? I don't know. It's Carson McCackern. So the draw here in the Islanders zone. Sim taking it. And they're going to try and take a late lead here. Back for Burcham. He'll have a look. Hand it over to Kidd. Kidd over. Back for Burcham. Back in for Williams. To Burcham. For Kidd. Kidd with a shot. That's blocked in front, cleared out by the Islanders. So Weeks will have to go back down to their zone and regroup. It's Williams with it now. And the Islanders will clear it again. They better hurry because it looks like the Islanders player might get there first. Williams hands it over. That's a turnover, and it'll go down. Played off. Bertram. He's skating in some speed. Plays it over for Kidd. They'll try and set something up here, but that exits the zone. And Sim will have to go back for it. Just 55 seconds left here on their power play. Kidd moving in. He'll lose that one. And move it over to Williams. He'll walk in. Along the boards, battling for it now. Over to Bertram, who's got some open ice with a shot in front. And Sim can't get that on his tape. Back down for Swain. Swain walks it up for Sim. Sim now taking it down the boards. He almost loses possession, and it'll exit the zone as Kidd can't grab it. We'll get a stoppage in play, as that was a hand pass. Just 20 seconds left here on the Weeks power play. And then we're back to even. So the draw here just outside the Weeks zone. Battle for it at the line, sorry. Moved over, Tanner. He'll have a look and take his time with it. Here he comes. It's Tanner walking in. He'll hand it over, and that was a misread, and it'll spit out to McKenzie in the neutral zone. He'll dump it back in, and we're back to even. A minute 45 left to go here. Islanders with it. They'll move it over. Fleet with it. He's walking in. Down into the corner now. Behind the net. And he'll try and play it in front, but Tanner gets that out of the danger zone. So what we thought, and the glove comes off of Thorne. And the Weeks players don't like that. And Thorne gives him a little jab. Thorne had that puck covered. Draw here just inside the Weeks zone. That's played around. Behind the net now. Islanders have possession. It's McDonald. He'll skate around, hand it up to his defense. Thrown in on net. It's alive! And it's covered up by Thorne! What a save! To keep this game tied at 1. Or tied at 4, sorry, with just 1 minute left. Draw here in the Weeks zone again. Weeks need to shut things down here if they want a chance of winning this game. Kidd, he'll tip it around and he gets a hit to the face. No call on that one. Islanders now, move it up. Last minute of the play now. It's Ellis, he walks in with a shot. It's in front. And Kidd brings it out, and he gets hit off that one. The Islanders take possession. They walk out, it's Croft, and he scores! Can you believe this? Jaden Croft spots in the late goal to give the Weeks the lead. We'll have an Islanders timeout to process that one. Wow. Jaden Croft with a fantastic goal through the 5-hole of Florence. and the Weeks have the lead back, 5-4. So Islanders talking things over on how they're going to come back and hopefully tie this game up with just, I believe, 30 seconds left. I'll have to have another look here. 42 seconds left. So here we go, a center ice face-off. Islanders looking to score. Weeks looking to shut things down for just 40 seconds. White taking the draw. And here we go. Islanders win it back. Tremblon battling for it. And it's covered out by the pugs, by the Weeks. Excuse me, gosh. No icing on that play, surprisingly. Weeks with it now. White dumps it back in. 23 seconds left on the clock. Fleet battling for it. It goes around for McDonald. He'll try and move it up. White blocks that play. Pugsley dumps it back in. 12 seconds left in the game. They'll fire that down. Blocked off. 6 seconds left. White battling for it. It moves up. 2-1. And Weeks take the win. In an exciting fashion. Jaden Croft comes back with 40 seconds left and scores the game winner. Weeks take the win 5-4 over the Cape Breton West Islanders in an intense game. Thank you everybody for choosing High Button Sports. My name is